In 2020, Bandai came out with its new Evangelion model kits. This one we are taking a look at today is Eva Unit 1. So without further ado, let's get straight into it. Here are the accessories and the instructions as well, because I am also just recording this in one take because I'm exceedingly lazy. So just look at the instructions and just, they're pretty cool. Yeah. I took way too much time. I don't have anything left, so yeah, bye. Moving on to the aesthetics, this model kit looks very, very good. I personally built it like a week ago, and it looks amazing. All of the different parts are all just different pieces. The red, the green, the purple, the black, it's all different pieces. It just looks amazing. Onto the entry plug of where the pilot would go. It goes straight into the Evangelion's back. So this one, it just opens the back, like I didn't show for some reason, but it closes up just like that. And it fits in nicely. And it just looks like a massive cigarette. On to the accessories again. We are first going to look at the umbilical cable. So this is what supplies the Evangelion with power when it's not in quote-unquote berserk mode. And it just plugs straight into that little red part on the Evangelion's back. It doesn't really hold in that well. It's a pretty loose connection, but it holds in well enough. And as shown right here, it can hold on pretty well, especially if you shake it around, and it just does that. So on to the next part is the hands. Now the hands look very, very nice. They're, again, color separated. The, brass knuckle part was on a separate runner. And model kits, being that this is a model kit, all come on different sorts of runners. So everything was on a different runner. And like the horn, the parts on the biceps, and the eyes, that runner looked absolutely insane. I wish I had a photo of it so I could show it, but I don't. But, so the hands look very nice. And now those were the action hands, the knife-holding hands, or the progressive knife-holding hands. And to get the progressive knife out or put it in, the fingers just pop straight off, and the progressive knife kind of just comes out. And now you have two separate pieces, and they just plug together right back again, very snugly, and it kind of just looks like a thumbs up, so yeah, there you go. And again, there are these little gold spots, and they were left up to these tiny little stickers. What were they thinking? On to the final accessories, and that will be the rifle holding hand and the pallet rifle itself. So the pallet rifle fits in very nice. All you have to do is pull apart the hand, and that pulls apart very nicely. You plug the rifle in, and it holds it very snugly. And now, being that I actually filmed this in advance and this is only a voiceover, what is happening here is my great meaty beefy sausage fingers are getting in the way of being able to put the rifle actually into the hand. I am also wearing gloves, so that probably has something to do with it, but so that's amazing. It took forever. I don't like it. It was annoying, but I got it in, and it holds in nicely. Now, the folded up progressive knives are in the shoulder pylons, but I hate getting those out because they're a nuisance, and the shoulder pylons just fold up very smoothly. And on to another feature is the Eva's head. Now, if you know about Evangelion, you'll know that Eva Unit 1 goes berserk a lot, and she has a mouth. And if you look very closely, you can actually see she has human teeth. Now on to the articulation. First, we'll be starting with the foot that has up and down, a toe bend, and a swivel. And the ankle guard itself has a little bit of a ball joint, and it pops off way too easily. So that's very, very, very annoying, but it does stay in most of the time. Moving on to the legs, there is a double bend at the knee, and the piece that the calf folds into actually goes in, and there is a thigh bulge right there. The kneecap guard is also on a hinge joint, so that gets out of the way if you want it. Going over to the chest, there are 3 separate hinge joints, one near the crotch and in the chest, and then finally in the main part. Moving on to the head, there is a ball joint. You already know about the mouth. It's annoyingly loose at times. It has a ball joint at the head, which can let it look slightly up, not really, but if you turn it off to the side, it looks up a little more. It can look pretty far down, and there also is that little bit of neck movement right there for no reason at all. And to give it even more terrible posture, you can shove it forward. And for the final articulation, there is a double bend at the elbow for the arm, and that is very nice. There is a swivel at the bicep, and on the shoulder pylons, they are on a ball joint, and that all works in conjunction with this butterfly joint. And if you will notice, there is shifting armor. So that is it for the review. It is a very solid kit.